Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Bold and the Beautiful. Steffy just awful. How far will this go? Bold and the Beautiful has Steffy Forrester somewhat irritating these days as she sticks her nose in where it doesn't belong for her brother and soon her husband on the CBS soap. While it looked like she might get hit with some legal repercussions for Sheila Carter's death, B&B seemed to backburner that for now. But something is going on with the Forrester daughter that fans find unbecoming. Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Massinswood, is about to cause more friction in what was once her perfect marriage. Spoilers suggest that she'll forbid Finn from attending his mother's funeral services, but she's attempting to stop John Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, from seeking closure over a messy situation. Soon, she's on a roll about the services for Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown. It seems Finn's desire to say goodbye rocks Steffy to her core. This week on Bold and Beautiful, Deacon Sharp, Sean Cannon, calls Finn to tell him he's having a memorial service for his mom and invites him to join him. This only creates more cracks in Steffy and Finn's marriage, as Finn goes to the service despite Steffy's harsh request not to, but Bold and the Beautiful fans think Steffy goes too far. Her husband is not going to the memorial to make Sheila feel better. She's dead, or is she? No, it is only closure for himself he looks for. Taunting Hope Logan, Annika Noel, seems to be a sport for Steffy Forrester these days. It appears Finn also sees it that way, as he confronts his wife over her behavior toward Hope. Bold and the Beautiful fans debate this topic online. Some think the Forrester daughter has a right to protect her brother with her actions, but others think she's stepped out of bounds. Steffy displays that smirky grin a few more times this week when taunting Hope about Thomas leaving her. Bold and the Beautiful might have something up their sleeve to wipe that sinister smile off her face. Hints drop that suggest Steffy hasn't heard the last from Sheila Carter. This might mean she's alive and comes back to do her harm, or Steffy faces the consequences of the law for killing her. But until that time it looks like one stepsister has it out for the other. Still, don't count Hope Logan out yet. She may realize how much Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, means to her. This could prompt her to slip his ring on her finger and take off in a gallop to get him back. What B&B has in store for Steffy Forrester next is anyone's guess. They certainly aren't making her very likable today. But hints drop that Sheila Carter still plays a part in her life down the line. Many fans surmise that the nine-toed woman is not really dead. With Deacon throwing her a send-off this week, someone needs to look at her feet before it's too late. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers have Deacon Sharp escorting Sheila's body to the crematorium. This means it's his last chance to take a glance at her feet, the one sure way of knowing if that's really Sheila in that casket. If by chance the dead woman has Sheila's face, but not the correct number of digits on her feet, then Steffy Forrester is in for trouble. But until then it looks like Bold and the Beautiful will push Hope and Finn together to support each other as they weather the wrath of Steffy Forrester on the CBS soap. Head back to Soap Dirt for the latest Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. The sun dipped low over the Los Angeles skyline, casting long shadows across the city streets. Yet in the glossy world of the Forrester family, the drama was just beginning to unfold. And at the heart of it all was Steffy Forrester, a woman who embodied the epitome of beauty and boldness, but beneath her flawless exterior lay a labyrinth of secrets and scandals. Steffy had always been a force to be reckoned with. From her early days as a rebellious teenager to her rise as a powerful businesswoman, she had captivated audiences with her charisma and charm. But lately there was a darkness lurking within her, a darkness that threatened to consume everything in its path. It all began with a single lie, a lie that spiraled out of control and snowballed into something far more sinister. Steffy had always been fiercely protective of her family, but when she discovered a devastating truth about her sister's husband, she made a fateful decision to keep it to herself. Little did she know that this decision would set off a chain reaction of deceit and betrayal. As the days turned into weeks, Steffy's deception grew deeper, and the web of lies she had spun began to unravel. Her once loyal allies began to question her motives, and her enemies seized the opportunity to exploit her vulnerabilities. But Steffy refused to back down, determined to protect her family at any cost. As the walls closed in around her, Steffy found herself faced with an impossible choice. Would she continue down the path of darkness, sacrificing everything she held dear in the name of loyalty? Or would she finally confront the truth, no matter the consequences? In the world of the Forrester family, nothing was ever as it seemed, and as Steffy wrestled with her demons, she realized that the line between right and wrong had blurred beyond recognition. But deep down, she knew that redemption was still within reach, if only she had the courage to embrace it. As the days turned into nights, Steffy found herself standing at a crossroads, the weight of her decisions heavy upon her shoulders. But in the darkness, she discovered a glimmer of hope, a beacon of light guiding her towards a path of forgiveness and redemption. And so, with a newfound sense of determination, Steffy set out to make amends for her past mistakes. She reached out to those she had wronged, offering heartfelt apologies and vowing to make things right. And though the road ahead was fraught with challenges, she knew that she had the strength and resilience to overcome them. In the end, Steffy emerged from the darkness a changed woman, her once hardened heart softened by the power of love and forgiveness. And as she looked out over the city skyline, bathed in the warm glow of the rising sun, she knew that she had finally found peace. But the question remained, how far would she go to protect her family? In a world filled with secrets and lies, only time would tell if Steffy's newfound redemption would stand the test of time. But one thing was for certain, in the world of the bold and the beautiful, anything was possible. Title: **** Bold and the Beautiful. Steffy's Descent. How far will this go? ***. In the gleaming world of Los Angeles, where the sun kisses the palm trees and glamour reigns supreme, there exists a dynasty of passion, betrayal, and unyielding ambition. At the heart of it all lies Forrester Creations, a bastion of fashion where the bold and beautiful collide. And at the center of this whirlwind of drama stands Steffy Forrester, a woman whose allure is matched only by her ruthlessness. With her raven hair cascading like silk down her shoulders and her piercing blue eyes capable of ensnaring the hearts of men, Steffy has long been a force to be reckoned with. Yet beneath her impeccable facade lies a tempest of desire and desperation, a hunger for power that knows no bounds. It all began innocently enough, with Steffy's ascent to the pinnacle of the fashion world. As the CEO of Forrester Creations, she wielded her influence with precision, navigating the treacherous waters of the industry with ease. But success, it seems, was not enough for Steffy. With each triumph came a thirst for more, an insatiable craving for dominance that threatened to consume her. It was in the throes of this obsession that Steffy's darker nature began to emerge. No longer content to simply outmaneuver her rivals, she set her sights on destruction, determined to obliterate anyone who dared to stand in her way. And so the games began. With cunning and guile, Steffy orchestrated a series of betrayals that sent shockwaves through the world of fashion. Friends became enemies, allies turned against one another, and all the while, Steffy watched from her throne, a siren in the midst of chaos. But as the bodies piled up and the casualties mounted, whispers began to circulate among the elite of Los Angeles. How far would Steffy go to satisfy her hunger for power? Would she stop at nothing to achieve her goals, or was there a line even she dared not cross? It was a question that haunted the halls of Forrester Creations, casting a shadow over the once glamorous empire. And yet, amidst the turmoil, Steffy remained resolute, her gaze fixed firmly on the prize. But even as she reveled in her victories, a sense of unease gnawed at the edges of Steffy's consciousness. Was this truly the life she had envisioned for herself? A never-ending cycle of manipulation and deceit? Or was there still a glimmer of humanity buried deep within her soul, waiting to be rediscovered? It was a question that Steffy dared not confront, for to do so would be to acknowledge the darkness that lurked within her. And so she pushed aside her doubts and plunged headlong into the abyss, heedless of the consequences. But fate, it seems, had other plans for Steffy Forrester, for in the midst of her reign of terror, a reckoning was brewing, one that would test the very limits of her ambition and leave her standing on the precipice of oblivion. As alliances shattered and loyalties were tested, Steffy found herself standing alone, the weight of her sins bearing down upon her like a millstone around her neck. And in that moment of reckoning, she was forced to confront the truth that had eluded her for so long.